Welcome to Bleachers and Speakers. I'm your host, June. I got my boy B Foster here, and we are doing a featured player of the week, keeping the off-season vibes going. The draft is approaching, and we are talking about another draft prospect of the 2024 NFL draft. Foster, who are we talking about right here?
All right, we got Max Melton out of Rutgers. He had some pretty good production his last year. 32 total tackles, one sack, one fumble recovery, one forced fumble, and three interceptions. Um, he comes in at 5'11", 187 pounds, and he ran a 4.39 40-yard dash. And had a 40 and a half inch vert. He's a third ranked cornerback, athletic, athletically wise. Um, he's a versatile corner. He can play inside and outside corner. And he improved every year that he was in school. He did a good job with high end competition in the Big Ten. Obviously, the Rutgers is not at the upper echelon of the Big Ten, but he held his own at his position. He's adequate in press, and he has the burst to make up ground if he's beaten. But he's actually best when his eyes are facing forward in a zone situation. He's very good instinctively, and he's aggressive when collapsing at the catch point. Um, and he's also aggressive, challenging on perimeter blocks in the run game. As far as his weaknesses, he has too upright of a back pedal, and he has a slight hitch in his transitions when having to change direction. Also, Cardinalson as a cornerback, he gets beaten across his face too easily on goal line plays and short yardage slant situations. Obviously, they teach you to never let the receiver go across your face in those short yardage situations. So that's one habit that he needs to work on. And then he often relies on reading the receiver's eyes as opposed to finding the ball on his own, which can work for you or against you depending on how good the receiver is at being more deceptive as far as that's concerned. Um, and lastly, he has room for improvement as far as taking the right angles on ball carriers and run support. Um, he's actually a prospect that I like. Um, in the event that the Lions go edge rusher in the first round and are looking to get a cornerback in the second or third round, I think that he's a guy that may still be available. He's got decent. He's got decent size. He's not what I would say is a big. He's not a big corner, but he's also not 5'8", 5'9". And he's obviously got good speed. Um, he can play man. Obviously, he's better in his own situation, but he's got good production. He's got three interceptions, and he's versatile. He can play on the outside. He can play on the inside. So I think he would be a good prospect to look at in the event. I don't see him going in the first round, but I see him being in the fold in the second round if we're still looking for corners around that time. Um, but yeah, that's Max Melton.
Yeah, I mean, that's another athlete that he'll be around. What'd you say his 40 time was?
4.39.
4.3. And
40 inch vert too.
how tall is he?
5'11".
Okay. Do they project him to be around in the second round?
I think they said second or third, to be honest.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Very intriguing prospect. The 40 time just, you know, that locked it in for me.
It don't matter. I don't care what he covering. He
Well,
covering some ground with his
well,
feet.
well, the thing is, I've seen him play, so I know he can cover. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times you have these corners that they can cover, but they don't have the speed, and they get to the next level, and it's just not technique. It's just not enough. So I kind of, you know, look at the 40 times when it comes to D backs. You got to be 4 or 5, sub 4 or 5 for me. Unless you're six. If you're 6'4", you can be 4.55. But 5'11", you better be 4445. You know what I'm saying? Once again, subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube. Check us out there. Also, you can listen to us on all podcast streaming platforms, Apple Podcast, Spotify, any platform that plays the audio version of podcast. Just type in Bleachers to Speakers, FFSN in the search. Follow us there. Hit the alert button. Do what you got to do, and check out because we got a lot of drops. We're gonna be at this thing whether it's football season or not. We're still gonna drop stuff. So we'll have plenty of media content for you. It'll be pretty dope for you to subscribe to the channel and check us out and follow us. Once again, Foster, you've done your homework, man. You've done research, man. I'm proud of you, bro.